Hey guys, John here. I have my 2023 Toyota Tundra Limited Hybrid, the TRD off-road model. I have my OEM dash. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. On the hybrid model, the battery is under the back seat. You just lift the chair up and you get access to the panel right here. Let's go ahead and just pop the panel up. And you just kind of lift, not very, it takes a solid little tug. And let's go ahead and disconnect the battery. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. And once you break it loose, you can kind of loosen it by hand. Alright, now that the battery is disconnected, let's move on to the front. Alright, I got my template all cut out. I'm going to try and do this as best as possible with the camera. I got some tape already kind of ready to go right here. Let's go ahead and line this up. It looks like it just slides in place just like so. And the black line lines up right there. So let's get this one lined up first and see. So I'm not really happy. The instructions actually have a different template picture than what they actually give you to print. A little frustrating, but the template I printed off their website or off the instructions shows the black line lines up right there, and the black line lines up perfectly around the dot matrix. So, but when you come up to this top one, it even says like headliner leading edge, and it does not make it all the way to the headliner. And the black mark right here that's supposed to line up with the black edge also does not line up. So I might not put the base plate on first. I think what I'm going to, because it lines up perfect right here. This side, no problem. Super easy to line up along the black edge of the dot matrix. But this side I'm a little concerned about. It looks like it's in the proper placement from all the pictures I've seen online. So I'm contemplating just getting the headliner down, all the wiring, and then just sticking it all on in one piece, and then that way I know it will line up perfect. One thing I do want to take note of is before I put the template up, I did use some rubbing alcohol to clean the mating surface first, just that way we got a good adhesive stick so it doesn't ever fall down. So let's move on to this guy right here. Get the headliner out of the way. This guy just twists. There we go. Just slides right out. Put that right there. Now you just got two tabs. You just kind of pull the tabs and pull it out. I did not have a pair of pliers small enough. I guess I actually should have brought two flathead screwdrivers, because this is, oh, there we go. Let's do that bottom one first and then the top one. There we go, and this just pulls right out. There you go. Let's see, I know I brought a plastic pry tool, and I'm gonna use this edge right here. Man, it is in there pretty tight. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. Don't want to damage my mirror. I'm trying to get it so that I don't have to pull down on the head. There we go. I put any leverage on the headliner. Ooh. Let's see if I can. There we go. Got this all out. Just 2 clips right here. Don't even think we gotta do anything with that. I think we could just leave it hanging right there. Or maybe I'll just unclip it. There you go. I got this out of the way. Now there's supposed to be, yep, and here it is right here. Hopefully you can see it. Here's where the harness is going to connect. That little white clip right there. So let's go ahead and try pulling this down a little bit. Yep. And with that headliner or the sunshade moved out of the way, I'm able to pull this down enough to get the wire through. So let's go ahead and get the wire fed through. Okay, so here's the dash unit right here. Here's the wiring. I am gonna pull this out now. They leave it for the when the factory installs it. It's easy for the consumer to install, but since I'm the one doing it, we'll undo it now. All we gotta do is just feed this wire through here. Let's see. Pretty simple. Now the one thing I'm really thinking about, like I said, is because I don't trust this template at all. Looks like it goes right about there. So what I'm gonna do is actually just take, now that I got it lined up and it's clipped into the headliner, just gonna remove the double side tape on the back. What I'm going to do is, since I got about that same gap lined up right there, the clips, or it's clicked into the headliner. I'm just gonna lower it down. I'm gonna lift off the double-sided tape. I'm just gonna press. And there you go, it lines up right there. Fix my mirror. You know, I wonder, I feel like I've seen other people's pictures and the dash cam really doesn't protrude that low, I thought. No, that piece has to stay to line up. And so does that. I mean, if this piece came off and it got shorter, it would make sense that this would fit higher. I'm a little stumped at the moment. Let me take a look at it for a little bit and see what I could figure out. So I knew something wasn't right, and I pulled this cover off, and these hooks that hook into the headliner does adjust. So I lowered it as far down as possible, and let's get the cover back on. Yeah, it just did not look right the way it was. So there we go, it's locked into the lower setting. I don't know if it's because I have a limited, it's different, I have no idea. But I put it on the lowest setting to get it tucked up as high as possible. So now, unfortunately, I super cleaned this with alcohol and stuff, so I stuck it on really well. So I'm gonna do my best to remove it, and we'll go from there. All right, so now that I got it all shortened, let's try to line this up one more time. There we go, I got the hooks into the headliner the way it's supposed to be. And let's not quite stick it down. Let me adjust the gap. Let's get this gap lined up, centered and straight. And that is much better. I did not see that mentioned in the instructions at all. So again, you gotta pull this piece off. It just comes straight out. You gotta lift up the side tabs and it pulls out and you can shorten it. So I don't know what the different models, again, I don't know. I have a TRD off-road limited package, the fully loaded limited. Maybe the platinums or something have a whole nother sensor up here and it needs to come down lower. Again, I don't know. Or maybe it's universal to different vehicles. So there you go, I got it in place. Now, all I gotta do is get it plugged in and we'll zip tie the wires and go from there. All right, so I got the harness plugged in right there. I have bigger hands, so it took a little finagling to get in. I got the harness zip tied in so it doesn't create any rattling. And next we're gonna install the little anti-rattle tape that they included, and I cut the zip ties back. Always cut the zip ties back. If you're the kind of person that leaves zip ties uncut, man, I don't know what kind of person you are. All right, now that we got the anti-rattle tape in and we got the harness ready to go, let's go ahead and plug back in the, I don't know what you want to call it, the overhead head unit or whatever. Let's go ahead and get it. Oh, nice audible click. And these tabs right here have to go in first. All the way in. And that was it. Normally there's a good, yeah, that's in. That's it. All right, let's get this guy back in. Hope it isn't like a multi-directional thing. And this guy, I don't know if I can just push him straight in or if I need to rotate. Oh, nope, perfect. All right, that pretty much concludes the entire install. Okay, so I wasn't able to use my phone because it kept on connecting to the Android Auto, getting super annoying. Luckily enough, I had my iPad, but it's about to die. So hopefully we can get this going. Let's select the Wi-Fi button again. 1, 2. Select Wi-Fi. Let's see, integrated dash cam. The password is, for all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Join. It beeped. Let's see. It's joining. All right, it's connected. I thought it would go back to the app, but it didn't. Allow. Now it's connecting. I've heard from quite a few people that it takes a very long time. Alright, I was finally able to get in. What I ended up doing was just closing everything. I unconnected from the Wi-Fi and then I reconnected again. Basic note, D4, so it's asking to change the password. I'll do that at a later time when I'm not recording. Let's see, browse. Oh, it's actually recording right now too. I wonder, so there's the date on it. Events, parking. So how the whole thing works, I really have no idea. I guess you could push the action button and it will save to adventures, normal, parking, no files yet. So it's actually been recording this whole time as it's been hooked up. Oh, now it's gone. What the heck? Are you serious? I had no idea what just happened. It just kicked me off. It's connected, so I don't know why I lost connection to it. Okay. I'll do that later. I understand. Let's go to live view. Some people said they were never able to get their live view to work. Oh, there you go. Live view actually works. Let's see if I could adjust the camera angle a little bit. Oh, I guess the camera angle is unadjustable. But there we go. That's it. Install's complete. Tucks up there nicely, nice and flush. And that's it, guys. Let's go settings. Let's see what else is in there. 1080p, 30, G sensor, auto override, speed stamp, parking mode. Oh, detect. Okay, so if anyone walks by, it'll automatically detect. Hopefully, you start recording. GPS, password, format SD card. I think it comes with a 16 gig SD card, which is not big enough, especially if you're recording at 1080p. I'll probably try switching that out at a later time. And hopefully a larger card won't cause any problems. So, but alright guys, that's it.